Alright, we're back with Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I didn't talk to him. So, funnily enough, I swear I paused the game, but when I went back to check the recording to see that it was alright, and kinda was, kinda wasn't. But, I swear I paused the game, but, it turned out that, as soon as I got all the wires hooked up again so I could see the TV, the moon was crashing. Like, right on Link, right at that time. And then I wound up at the clock tower again. We were talking to the mask salesman. Bother. Hate it when they end up there. They never come out because I don't think they come out even if you go a long distance away. That heart was not there before. So anyway, ironically, I had to end up doing all this again to get back to where I was, even though I didn't do that. By the way, this is his block attack, or his block, not an attack. So even though I decided to keep the recording decided not to keep me. Oh, so he can run down there. Alright, so we're catching these kids. I don't know exactly what prompted Link to think it was a good idea. Oh. Hi. I don't think you can do anything about him without a sword. Come here, you little rugrats. I don't remember this being so hard. I was probably better at the game. I wasn't commentating. Oh, well, I wasn't making dumb mistakes like that. What the heck was that? It was worth it. Just all the random chances probably wouldn't have played out so we could see that unless I had to reset, so that was worth it. Anyway, like Tattle says, we have to play stupid games to get stupid prizes, like getting past a door. Again, I don't remember what prompts Link to think it's a good idea to talk to these bomber kids. Like, you pop the balloon. Why? I mean, from a game mechanic, it's like, you know, you get the ability to shoot at stuff, so that means you gotta shoot at something, and there's a big balloon there, so that's what you should shoot. So that makes it like, okay, that's what you're supposed to do from a game mechanic way, but story-wise, I'm not exactly sure why Link thinks this is worth his time. Oh, I know how. Okay, let's go over that. Well, okay, let's talk to him. If you want to pass through here, you have to stay in the secret code. We don't know the code. Okay, so we talked to them to get the code, and then I think we talked to the Deku Scrub to know that we need to get back here to get to the salesman to get back here. So we talked to him to get to the pad that you need in order to fly up high enough. Oh no, that could have been bad. Oh dear. I think you can also shoot them with your bubbles. I think that might slow them down. I'm not sure. You know, I think there were two kids in here. There? Not up here, I don't think, but I really like that block attack. It's great. There he is. Oh, yeah, the pad's over here. That really sounds like you're really drilling something. Da 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 da! It's because of the way Link was posed. Anyway, I think I have the mix right of game audio to commentary, so this time I actually tested it in the town, you know, as I was going about doing all this stuff to get back to where we were. At first, even though I lowered it, it was still too high, the game audio, but now I think it's maybe a bit low, but that's probably technically how it's supposed to be for these things. I think that's pretty much the standard. If only you were human. Then I could give you an original bomber's notebook and make you a member. What do you guys think? No way, no scrubs. I guess not. Once we let some kid in who wasn't human join our gang, and boy, did we ever regret it. Sorry. But I'll teach you the code, just like I promised. I can tell you only once, though, so pay close attention. So 23 is number 1? No. 5, 3, 2, 4, 1. 5, 3, 2, 4, 1. Okay, there are 53 cards in a deck, except plus 1. So that's instead of 2, which is the next number. So it's 53, except it's actually 52. So 532 and 41 is like the answer to life, except it's also minus 1. So just like how 53 is plus 1, the 41 is minus 1. Maybe it'd be easier to just remember 53241. That's probably easier. Let's see, was the southern? No, I think it's over here actually. I always do that. I always go around the full clock when I want to like go to a place like this. Alright. There's 53 decks in a card, except it's actually 52 and not 53. And just like you added 1 to 53 from 52, it's 41. Except instead of being added 1, it's take away 1 from the answer. I can't believe that. That's actually, I remember that whole dumb explanation. But, you know, dumb, like, oh, pneumonias, that's not the word, but that's actually how you do remember stuff. Usually, like, some dumb way. Like, in theory, that's how I'm learning kanji. I don't know if that's working out so well, but probably need to actually practice it in, like, a... You know, actually practice it. Not just go through reviews or whatever. Did that seem like he bounced a few more times than normal? Actually, I meant to do it like this. So you can go the whole way. There we go. That's way cool. Oops, I went too far. Way too cool. It's just gonna do that the whole time. I don't even know why. Well, maybe it's for character reasons. Like, she's gonna remind you of the time, no matter what. But from a game mechanic perspective, at least, that's really unnecessary. You have a big clock at the bottom. Granted, apparently that's one of the things that was confusing that they wanted to change for the 3DS remake, but just move that over. Anyway, that's one of the things they changed. But I don't know. I think it's you can get used to it pretty easy. It's confusing at first, but once you see it long enough, you're like, oh, okay, it makes sense. And just because you don't get it right away doesn't mean that you've got to change it to make it just simple and easy. Yo, hey baby, I'm a styling scarecrow wandering in search of pleasant music. Time will pass in the blink of an eye if you dance with me. If you like, baby, we can forget the time and dance till dawn. Not just yet. So that's too bad. In that case, come back anytime you do decide you want to dance. By the way, I know of a mysterious song that allows you to manipulate the flow of time. That's an interesting thing for a scarecrow to know. Oh yeah, now listen up, baby. If you play the strange song backwards, you can slow the flow of time. And if you play each note twice in a row, you can move half a day forward through time. How's that? Pretty interesting, isn't it? But I'm sure I'd like any song written by you better, baby. If you like, you can play one for me. Well, if we get an instrument. Why is a scarecrow about time songs? Anyway, I figured they'd give you that scarecrow here. Because if you get this done too early, then you'll just be sitting around. Now, in a normal playthrough, I'd probably use that time to grind rupees in the northern area, but we probably won't do that this time. Anyway, strange-looking child has joined me today. Are you a new friend of the Bombers gang? Your manners seem much better than those of your mischievous friend from the other day. That ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments. He said he'd steal my moon's tear. There was no stopping him. Even now, just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. Will you gaze into this telescope? And for some reason, when we do this, we look around. Look there at the Skull Kid. He starts like, well, he looks up there, and this triggers a moon tear to drop. Right by us. Very convenient. If it had landed right outside the gate, we could never get it. And then he starts mooning us and leaps up. It's really eerie. It's like he knows it's us. I don't think he actually does, but well, did you look at that? Perhaps another moon's tears falling by the air. Probably look outside, but I wonder how that troublemaker got up to the clock tower through the clock door. That opens only at the eve of the carnival. Well, anyway, we got this. Oh. That almost seems like it activated the cutscene for the next day, but I know that ain't the case. Well, anyway, there's really nothing else for us to do. Yeah, I'll talk to the old man, though. See if he has anything to say now that we're back in from going outside. He's like, oh, is that a moon deer? Uh-oh. Good tricks. Alright, I guess not. Well, may as well activate. By activate, I mean assign it. Alright, so we know where the Skull Kid is. Let's go ask around the clock tower. Maybe we'll learn something. Blah. Uh-oh. Hold on a second.